I found a must-have Linux application slash tool for your setup. Whether you're a beginner, a professional, or anyone who uses Linux, this tool is gonna be a lifesaver. I'm talking about Linux Assistant. And as the name suggests, it's an assistant for your whole operating system, but not quite. I'm not talking about something like Google Assistant Cortana or Samsung's Bixby, Apple Siri. Those are not assistants, those are voice assistants who are just made to do voice interpretations. The real work of an assistant is whatever you tell it to do. Now, I came to know about it with the website of It's Foz. I said, let's just give it a try. Maybe it will be a good enough topic for the video, and it was, as you can see right now. So I installed the whole application from the website. It was just a Debian package. You can install it with RPM package or they have AUR. Well, you're gonna not have any problem with the installation. Now, the first look, the feel. Yes, it does have a really nice green gradient. You see, my wallpaper, the application, my whole setup, green. Yep, go green. Really, man. But yeah, go green, make the planet greener. Not leaving that, it asked me to introduce, and it was very nice in my opinion. It just asked me to set it up, and it was just like 2 or 3 steps. And then I explored a few options, and I must say, there are not just any few options, there are a lot of options. So, the first thing I did, I was wondering, like, I need to install Google Chrome. And in Linux Mint, I had to just go to the website and install it, and I was just too lazy to do that. So I thought, let's do it with the Linux Assistant. And I went to, setting up the Linux distribution for the first time, that feature. And it asked me to choose my browser. I chose Chrome. Well, yeah, you can also uninstall its counterparts. For example, Linux Mint has Firefox pre-installed, so you can uninstall it at ease right from there. So I chose Google Chrome, and then it asked me a bunch of other things. For example, which mail manager you want to use or which office you want to use. Well, I just skipped all that part. Yeah, I'm pretty good with Google Gmail. And yeah, it took some time. Well, it was definitely because of the download speed. And the installation was quite clean. Like, usually I face a few issues whenever I install an application with Debian packages that I need to restart my system to get everything properly ready for the first launch. But it wasn't the case here. I just got it right from the beginning. That was nice. And somehow this Linux Assistant actually fixed my display color issues. You see, Linux Mint, as you know, is a Linux distribution. It doesn't know which color palette or color profile to use for a specific distro or desktop or monitor or laptop screen. You need to do all of it by yourself, and I don't have any idea which color profile is used here, especially in a laptop like this, but somehow Linux Assistant did. And when I, set up your distribution for the first time, when I did that, it fixed everything. Like the color accuracy, oh man, the colors are actually so beautiful. And especially knowing the fact that it's using Wayland, which does not, it doesn't support the vibrant Linux or those tools which can, shift colors, saturations, and everything of the display. It's on X11, but I got that amazing color profile on Wayland. That's really a plus. And then that's not enough because I wanted to test it further. So I went on and I installed multimedia codecs, done. I want to update my system, get it properly ready with all the drivers and everything installed, done. And then I thought, let's do a benchmark, and then I did. And you know what? It actually installed the best Linux manager. Like, do you know Windows is device manager, that stuff which can display everything, each and every part of your system, your hardware? I got even better tool, something like hard info or something. It was pretty nice. And then my laptop, the Linux distribution was taking a lot of space. I don't know, was it bloated or something, but it has a lot of junk. So, as you can see now, well, just leave that, okay? You cannot see that, maybe. But it got literally get rid of my all the Linux junk, and now my partitions are pretty clean. Pretty lightweight, I'd say. You see, this Linux Assistant is a gem, a diamond. And the part where it was made just by a developer, one person who runs a YouTube channel and has developed this gorgeous application. deserves a lot of praise, deserves a lot of attention. I mean, this is just the thing every Linux user needs, especially those who are first, especially those who have, especially those who are new to Linux. They need a tool like that which can do all of that stuff for them. And it also shows what commands were used to do that. And I know that after listening what I said, you wanna try it too, don't you? At least give it a try because it's actually a nice, really useful application slash tool for a Linux setup. And thinking about that, that made me think about something else. As you know that Steam Deck right now uses SteamOS, which is based on sort of Arch Linux, yes. And now the both of them are working together to make Arch Linux the perfect place for gamers. Isn't that right? Yes. Then maybe with the help of applications and tools like these and the power of Arch in the hands of Steam Deck, Steam Company, I believe the future of Linux looks really bright. Like just imagine, Linux has finally set its foot on the gaming industry. Nobody could ever think that. Yes, Linux had amazing performance, but the games, the companies, they did not wanted to support Linux, especially with those competitive games which use anti-cheat systems. But now everything is turning upside down because Linux is actually making, like, dominating the field of handhelds. Just imagine in the near future, maybe SteamOS or BaziteOS set foot in another beautiful and awesome gaming machine or hardware. Well, from game machine, I just remembered that Steam Deck actually is gonna release its second version. Like, yeah, in the near future it will, maybe. And I'm just as excited for Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, Nintendo Switch 2 is something I really like, but I don't have that. But it doesn't mean that I will not have that in the future where it will be released. Well, who knows? And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, then subscribe for more awesome tech videos uploaded on this channel regularly. And I'll be to a next video. Till then, I'm signing out.